this little keep this, it was like a post-Easter, let's get back on track after, indulging a little bit. Look at your calendar a few months in advance. I schedule my challenge group 6 months in advance so I can just start thinking like, what's the time of year? What are people going through? So you're always giving them something new. A coach on my team had a great idea. She was like, I'm getting really excited about back to school. Moms are gonna have more time. I think I'm gonna do like a back to school challenge because they've got this time now that their kids are back in school and they're on a schedule. So just think of things that are going on in people's lives that you can use as an opportunity to help them get connected with you and see results.
Okay, so now that we've invited people either with Hey Girl messages, personal messages, Facebook events, or public posts on Facebook, now we've got step 2. So this is when they say, hey, I am interested in your challenge group. That's an awesome moment. And so here is where when I was a new coach, I just wanted to like jump on them and pounce on them and be like, okay, here's the link, go click here, go buy this, Shakeology, this, and you're done. And that scares people off. At least it did for me. And so what we really want you guys to do here, when somebody says they're interested, I want you to say, slow down. Slow down and get to know them, ask questions. Get them excited to get into your group. Like, you need to be creating excitement because you've already planned out this whole amazing group and it's gonna rock and all of these people are gonna get amazing results. You've got to let them know that. So I wanted to give you guys an idea of kind of what I would say if you want to take quick notes or record it or whatever. But I would basically say if somebody said, hey Brandy, I'm so interested in your 30 Days to Thrive challenge, will you tell me more about it? And I would say, hey lady, I am so excited that you wanted more information. I'd love to tell you more about it. Honestly, it's going to be great. I mean, this is what helped me get my body back post-baby. This is what I did. I love the accountability. I loved working with people and getting to post selfies every day and just having a new fitness family. Everybody's going to have such a fun time in this group, but I don't want to blab your ear off about this group too much. What I really want to know is, why are you interested in joining? What are your personal health and fitness goals? Have you been doing any workouts here lately, and how have they been working for you? Also, I really, really, really want to know, how is your nutrition? And do you struggle with this at all? Do you struggle with cravings? Do you have low energy? And that's pretty much what I say. I say, just get back to me. I know this is a lot of information, but I really just want to have these details so that way I know exactly what you need to get the results that you want. So hope you have a good day. Talk to you soon. So just something like that. But I'm really asking questions. You know why I'm asking these questions? Because I need to know what they need. We need to be able to fill their needs. And so we have to ask questions to be able to do that. So how is your nutrition? Do you struggle with cravings? What could we tell them that helps us with cravings? Is Shakeology. I mean, Shakeology changed my life. It gave me energy. It helps me with cravings. It's chocolate. It's really great. So that's one thing that you can help with that. Another thing is if they have issues with knowing how to combine proteins, fats, and carbs. What do we have for that? We have a portion control container system for them. What if they have no time? What if they're a mom and they're so busy, they work a job and they've got maybe 2 jobs? We've got 30-minute workouts and they show you exactly what to do to get results. So again, that's why I'm asking these questions, so that way I can learn how to fill those needs and not just jump to conclusions and tell them what I want them to do. I need to know what they want to do and what they can do. Maybe they have limitations. And then really you're listening for limitations. When they come back to you and they respond, read it. Read it. Don't just post whatever you want and tell them to go get their challenge pack. You've got to read this stuff. I recommend not even sending the challenge pack link or anything within this next message. Just respond to them. Just respond, and whatever they said to you, say, hey, I've been there too, and just relate to them. And then, that was the next slide. Dang it. Sorry, guys. And so my biggest limitation that I get from people, I don't know about you guys, is no money. Does anybody here know money? Like they don't have enough money? Anybody else? Okay, if you didn't raise your hand, slap somebody next to you, because everybody's heard that. No money is the biggest thing that I hear. It's no money or it's no response. That's my biggest thing, is no response. So what are you going to do when there's no response? So I wanted to ask Steph, you know, what do you do when you get somebody that says they do not have enough money to join your challenge group?
So I kind of love this part of the process, because if you've done the work up front by asking the questions like, how's your diet? You know, what are your goals? What do you struggle with? You've given options, you've given them ways to say, I need this solution that you have for me. We've got the fix for nutrition. We've got the support. So really, like Brandy said, I remember being a new coach and someone's like, I want T25. And I'm like, okay, here's the link. And they're like, whoa, $120, and then they're gone, right? Yeah. Because we didn't get to know why. Maybe it wasn't right. I've, you know, been on track to talk about T25, but ended up going with a challenge pack for $140, you know, doing the 21-day fix because it's what they needed for their goals. So give them these options to tell you what they need so that we get to offer them solutions. So this is why I love this part, because then we've had the opportunity to add value, and usually when it comes back, then they've got to come back and tell you, man, you just gave me every single solution, but I'm still gonna say no, you know? And so sometimes it takes a little more work, and we have to dive more into the value of Shakeology and the costs daily, and reminding them of the goals they told you. So I find that I get less excuses. When it comes to money, if I slow down and listen to people and make sure I'm going to squeeze every bit of value in my response, I tell them, I hear you on each point they told me, and like, I think you would be the perfect candidate for the 21-day fix because, and then I tell them they're going to get a full month of Shakeology. They're going to get online access for as long as they need to my groups. I use the word full as many times as I can. You know, I just try to convey the value, and then if they're not ready, not right now, you know, we'll get into this in just a minute on how to transition them in. But really, you guys, I think that you're gonna be amazed when you slow down, that money becomes less of an issue when they're connected to the process and they have those feelings of, I want this change and I don't care if it's $1 million. I've had people put challenge packs on credit cards. I didn't have the money myself. But that's why we can go into this. I totally understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I joined. We were on government assistance, but what I found was when I got my challenge pack and I started to take care of myself, the result was XYZ. My energy was increased. I was more inspired. I started to coach because I wanted to pay it forward. So we really get to use our personal experience. You know, maybe money wasn't an issue for you, but you've been through this with a past challenger who overcame that. They're like, you know what, you're right. I'm not gonna let money hold me back from making this change that I really want. So maybe you don't relate to that, the money struggle, but I think we can always kind of use our experience with our teams and with our past challengers to say, I get it. You know, I've talked to people that were in the same position, and here's what I found once they finally decided to join.